Welcome to part 2 of my frequently asked questions about vintage clothing. I'm going to talk about sizing and alteration issues. Vintage sizes are different than modern US sizes. Now we start with size 0 or sometimes size 00. The vintage sizes are more like current sizes in England. The smallest size is size 8. And generally I would say, though it depends on the designer, subtract 6 sizes from the vintage size. So a size 8 would fit more like a size 2, a size 10 like a size 4. This issue always comes up when people debate the size that Marilyn Monroe wore, and I'm always looking this up and I don't think anyone's ever come up with a determination even for the vintage size. But say if she did wear a size 16, she would be more like a modern 10. And even when you know the sizes, you have to be careful of things that are peculiar to a particular designer or just ways in which bodies have changed, because we're a lot taller and more muscular than we used to be. We have better nutrition, better health care, and we exercise, which is a big problem if you're buying, say, Ossie Clark, like this dress is an Ossie Clark from the 60s or 70s. And if I didn't have this big flowing sleeve, when he does a really tight sleeve, it's so tight, it's like tourniquet tight. I couldn't even get, I think, my bones into it, and I used to wonder, like, who did he design these for? And then I realized who he did design it for. It was all people who had either been born during or right after World War II. And England had food rationing until 1954, and the last two things to be taken off rationing were sugar and beef. So kind of like sweets and protein people really didn't get access to. So those people, I just think, were a lot more delicate than we are now. He also designed for models and rock chicks who prided themselves on being kind of lank and skinny, and they probably had some lifestyles that were not about eating really well or exercising a lot. So some Ossie Clark pieces, in addition to having the tight sleeves, will have really narrow shoulders. And if you've ever lifted a weight once in your life, those shoulders could be too narrow for you. And the waist lines are completely unforgiving. Waistbands, I never have any pants by him, because the waistbands like cut into you like a knife. There's no give. Even if the rest of it's my size, it's just intense, because those people were little, because that's who he designed for and that was the era they were living in. I'm a great believer in having a good tailor, or if you can do it yourself, that's even better, but in altering anything from modern clothes to vintage pieces. And there's been a few vintage dealers who've just been horrified that I will alter vintage pieces by important designers. But it's either, to me, it's one thing if I owned it back in the day, like some of my 80s pieces I'm keeping for sentimental reasons, because I really did own them that long. But there's no reason to buy something that's old but new to you on eBay or at a vintage store, or if you're not going to wear it. You either buy it and wear it, or buy it and give it to a museum, but you should have some use for it. Click the link below for a photo shoot with this Ossie Clark dress, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.